All right. Okay. That's great. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you, and it's a wonderful welcome, and it's great to be here today. You know, Jim said, you know, we've known each other for 2.5 years. 2.5 years ago, I've been in the development business for too long. I hate to tell you how many decades. I'd date myself. My hair is getting a bit gray, so it gives it away anyway. But anyway, I walked in and met with Jim, and we sort of knew where we were back in the Midwest, and we had to find some alternatives. And you know, since this team had been here 49 years, this looked like a pretty good one. The National Football League had wanted to come back to L.A. for more than 2 decades. I had been on that committee for a number of years, and I think they thought that I had a little expertise in real estate development. Maybe I could help them out, and I knew how I had learned how hard it was to get something done out here, really to focus in and do it right. And so anyway, we were presented with that opportunity. We came out here. I met Jim, went over and talked to him. I was out here at 5:30 in the morning one morning and saw this site. I'd been out here years ago. My son Josh is here today. He played basketball with in AAU out here in the summers, and so we'd been in Inglewood playing hoops, and I'd been to see here in the Forum in this building, watching Showtime Lakers and other events over the years. So it wasn't unfamiliar to me, but I hadn't seen it for a while. And and I was familiar with other sites around Los Angeles, and so you know, this was pretty amazing to a guy like me to see something sitting here like this. 300 acres. That's bigger than Century City. That's bigger than footprint of downtown Beverly Hills. I mean, you can do things here as a developer like me that you can do scale, you can do things that are exciting, and you can combine it with sports. And we've done that other places, but not on the scale of Los Angeles. So anyway, I met with Jim, I walked in, and I started to explain, like I've done for years, about when we developed real estate. And I was meeting with the head official, the mayor, and started to explain myself. He said, "Don't tell me anything, I know all about you." He said, "I know all about you in sports, real estate. Tell me what you need, you're our guy." And so that's how we got here, and it's powerful stuff. And really, that's the opportunity, and so we worked through it for 2.5 years. You got to know you have a foundation. I told Jim earlier, you got to know you had a foundation like Jim gave us to have the confidence to go do the other things we did. And so, but this is all about football, really. This is the great history of the Los Angeles Rams. And we have our coach. Our coach is a Southern California boy. He's quite an outstanding football player himself, and he's glad to be back. I know Jeff Fisher is, you'll get to talk to him later, but he's really excited, and I know it's quite emotional for him. So anyway, we're happy to be here. It's quite a privilege. We're looking forward to moving ahead with this. The fun part for us really starts. Coming in here today and being received like this is wonderful. It's been a long road, but we made it. And so anyway, we're gonna have some fun, and I can tell you this. I was walking around New York City. I love New York City. It's the Big Apple. I was walking around with our guys in November. I thought we had a real chance. We'd moved this thing a long way. I said, "Look around you." And I said, what do you see? And they said, well, Big Apple, I mean, amazing city. I said, what if someone told you there's a market out here in this country that's like this city, but it has no team from the dominant sports, the great league, National Football League, occupying the city? I said, you wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it. And then if they told you had the opportunity to go do that and build a stadium that's world class, you probably wouldn't believe it. But that's what we have in front of us, and it's a great day. We're going to bring Super Bowls here. We're going to bring events like the Final Four. Final Four hasn't been here in decades. They've already talked to us. So there's a lot of opportunity. Thanks for being here today. It's exciting, and I'll give you back.